Te AROHA, nestled in the shadow of the Kaimai Ranges and home for the Thames Valley Rugby Union for this season. They're playing at Boyd Park. West Coast are the visitors today and the park looks in great nick.
All right, Tomo, first game of the new season, back into Heartland. How do you think the boys are going to go today?
Well, I think we got up against the Swamp Foxes last year, but I think if we just stick to our structures, play our game, we should go right.
Do you think we'll find anything different today? New players, new systems?
Yeah, a few new players in our mix. Hopefully we all gel together. We've had a couple of pre-season games and trainings have been good, so we just got to put it all out on the field today and hopefully it all goes well.
Not long to kick off now. Boys about to crack into it. Think they're ready to go?
Yeah, bloody oath. Yeah.
Here come the Swamp Foxes on to Boyd Park. Our commentators here, Jake and Brad.
What can he do? Christian Kelleher. They'll fling it to the backs. Broughton now to the centre and Sam McCahon. Shaun Hill, Sam McCahon in the centres yet again this year. An amazing pairing last year. Tia. Bonner again. Flings it. And Sidovini Tupou loses it backwards. And we're about to see the first try. Shaun Hill, the skipper, opens the scoring for the campaign in 2018.
Shades of a demolition derby as we take a look on the wet and forget replay. He was only 5 metres out and he went bowling through the West Coast defence and gets the first points on the board of the entire season for Thames Valley and just the start they would have been looking for.
Throw goes in. Christian Kelleher at the back. Dummies first and makes a few more metres. Bonner. On the charge goes Connor McVeary. Bonner again to Broughton. Now to McCahon. Oh, they've found some space. McCahon will go all the way. Well, butter my toast and call me Gerald. Another try for Thames Valley.
As we take a look on the wet and forget replay, Broughton, he shredded that pass straight to McCahon, and McCahon, it opened up for him and he managed to beat one man and get himself Thames Valley's second try of the match.
Big Bonner, oh, finds a gap. Does Kerrin Lee, puts the afterburners on. He'll go all the way. Kerrin Lee gets the try.
Shades of the General Lee for Kerrin Lee as we take a look on the wet and forget replay. He absolutely motored it up the heart of the field. West Coast, they just couldn't stop him. What a start by Thames Valley. And West Coast, they're going to have to go back to the drawing books rather quickly to get themselves into this one.
Well, this may actually help the West Coast players out. Here goes Tukana, and they get the ball back. Well, talk about karma. Here we go through Duncan Wood. Smashing tackle. But West Coast keep going, and they'll get their first try. Well, West Coast, they've been as low-key as a dwarf's front door, but they finally get their opening try.
It came out of nowhere on the wet and forget replay. West Coast, the kick through, they scrambled upon it. Thames Valley, they were slack getting back and they made the most of the overlap. Alex Bradley made one good tackle in there, but it wasn't enough.
Tom Reekie. Another attempt at goal. 22 plays 8. Half time here in Te AROHA. Connors gets to the 5 metre line. This time, Stephen Soper going to the left. Back to the right they come. And it's Stanton this time. Close to the line they go. Pick and drive. Supported by his teammates. Once again. I think it may be Soper again. In that instance, here we go, the hooker back to the fullback and Peter Rakau. Straight through him.
He's been one of the standouts so far in this West Coast team. and he closes the gap for them on the win and forget replay. Simply up the back, they were a metre away from the line and found a hole right in the heart of the Thames Valley defence under the post, and they need to regroup, and they need to regroup quickly and find the spark that they had under them in the first half.
Now, West Coast, let's see what they can do with it. On the charge, Te Rakau. Oh, what a run! Peter Te Rakau inside to Stanton, and they'll get the try. 2 points the difference with a kick to come. West Coast back in the game.
And just like that, West Coast on the win and forget replay. Thames Valley looked like they didn't even want to defend. And Te Rakau, he went straight up the middle. A simple 1-2 draw past and under the post. Go the Coast.
Troy Tauwhare will be the one to throw it in. Around runs Amenatave, Tukana, and he gets over the line. Consultation with James Higgins. Sees the arm in the air by Damien McPherson. And West Coast, for the first time in the game, go ahead.
It all started from the line-out move. Went back blind in the narrow space. And busting over the line went West Coast, and they get the lead for the first time in this match.
Trying to hold him up there was Matt Ralston, kicks it up, but the chase is coming. Here we go, the bounce is favourable to the Coast. But this may well see a turnover for a fairy tale for Thames Valley. West Coast hold on, and that'll do it. This time they get it into touch, and West Coast take the win. 27 points to 25. West Coast get the win away from home.
Well, Troy, you've got a smile, but it was a real battle today. Well done.
Yeah, it was definitely a game of two halves. You know, that win was quite strong. It didn't look too bad, but they come out firing, and we didn't really know how to take it, and we've got a few stern words at half time.
So let's confirm all 6 games in round 1. Wonderful for Mid-Canterbury on the road against Horifana Kapiti. Finalists last year in the Meads Cup, of course. North Otago looking good. West Coast winning on the road over Thames Valley. And Wanganui, they've been champs plenty of times before. And very solid over South Canterbury.
So it's a fairly simple points table early. We've got bonus point wins to King Country, Mid-Canterbury, Poverty Bay and West Coast. And what may be important when we get to the later part of the season can be seen on this next page, where we've got 2 bonus points in a loss for Horifana Kapiti and for Buller. Who knows whether those 2 points will count for something come the end of the season. You want to know about the rugby in the heart? That's pretty special face fungus, isn't it? That's great. Next week there's some very interesting games as well. All of those teams on the left having their first home game of the season. So we'll look out for those results with some interest. Look out too for the sayings on the back of the main freight trucks. Don't get too close trying to do it. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to all of the people at all of the Heartland Unions. We'll do this again, same time, same place next week.